not go back. You're in between two lives right now. You have a whole lot of space right now, and I need you to not fill it. I need you to hold it open. I need you to reflect on every single thing of the past. Remember that time, those days, those moments when you were in your old life and it felt too small. It felt irritating. You were getting frustrated, more and more frustrated day by day, week by week. And it's the little things, right? The places you used to frequent, the sounds you used to hear, the people that you used to interact with. Even just simply walking into a building and saying hi to a particular concierge grew to be too monotonous for you. That old life, you left it for a reason. You prayed for God to take you out of it for a reason. You allowed it to fall apart for a reason. And I know the hardest thing isn't even just you not even being in your new life yet, you not even having the results that you would like just yet, but everyone around you looking at your life from an outward perspective of it just being a complete failure, utter abomination, just a complete implosion of what they thought that you were doing. Okay, I understand what it means to not have anyone who could truly see what it is that you are going through right now. What you were doing is losing your life so you could surely find it. What you were doing on the deepest level of your psyche is a process that Carl Jung called the individuation process. You are you're a first descender. Okay, you are a pioneer, not only for yourself and in your own life, but for your family, for the children that you will have, and every single person that's connected to your destiny. Okay, right now, by you holding that space, by you facing the unknown every single day and not retreating from it, yet not trying to force and push and manufacture your own results, you are facing something that is going to allow everyone after you to be free. Okay, the work that you are doing right now is generational curse breaking, yes, but beyond that, you are tapping into a deeper level of the psyche. And right, most people never even get to this point. And if they do, maybe they'll do it at 60 years old after they lived an entire life built on their ego. Or if you were blessed enough, you might do it when you're 30 years old, okay? This could happen literally at any time. I'm grateful that the time that we live in right now has the internet and all these great tools, because we have access to be able to have the right information so we can actually succeed in making this jump from one old life that was too small, built on ego, to the new life, right? So many people don't recognize, but whenever you were in this space between your old life and your new life, you're in this threshold per se in which you have absolutely no clue what's going on and you feel like you're failing because you don't see a way out. That right there is the time in which your ego is dissolving on a much deeper level than ever before. You already done had 2 or 3 ego deaths because of the nature of you foregoing, releasing, letting go of that old life. It takes a tremendous amount of being able to be humble and set aside your ego to allow your whole life to fall apart in front of your very eyes and to be judged for it. Okay? And on the other hand, when it comes to the process of staying in this threshold, this individuation process, right? Losing your life so you can surely find it. You don't surely find it immediately like that. Okay? God has to delay you. Okay, you have to learn patience, and not just patience, but you could say that I am patient, sure, but it's more so you feeling like I've learned to wait well. I've learned to wait well, and I trust God the same way I trusted God through the hard times, the tower moments, things falling apart, car repossessions, evictions, divorces, losing weight because you're so hungry, getting really frail because you don't have no money, you have no motion going on, no plays, absolutely nothing's happening in your life, and you were isolated, and all those different things that were happening to you. You trusted God then in the furnace, but I need you to step into trusting Him into the unknown even further, because so many people trust God when things are bad, but cannot trust God enough to relax and receive. You've already done the work, my friend. You don't have anything else to do to be ready. You don't have to suffer anymore to receive. That's not the space that you're in right now. Okay, so I need you to see that as you are holding this threshold open between your old life and your new life, and things have not come in yet, that you are allowing your ego to dissolve in such a way that your subconscious can finally put certain thoughts into, your being, into your life. I need you in this time to be recording your dreams. Every single dream you have, you need to wake up and write it down. Okay, in this time in which your ego is being dissolved further and further and your subconscious is trying to direct you, I really need you to be writing down everything, recording everything. All right, it's going to be really imperative because you can't truly see what's happening to you from inside the experience. Only after you can really reflect and look back and be like, wow, that isolation season, that threshold was the most important part of my life because now I am this brand new person. Doing these things is going to help you tremendously. Okay, carving out time to just sit and do nothing is extremely powerful. All right, when I say do nothing, I mean you're not scrolling on social media per se, right? You're not even listening to helpful YouTube videos. I'm talking about time where you just are sitting on the porch or you are sitting at your window, cloud gazing. That's what I call it. I like to watch the clouds move and just think, right? I think to myself, I talk to God out loud, I check in with my heart, make sure my nervous system is regulated, and I really examine what my mind is thinking, okay? And in this time of contemplation, you are not to be solving problems, you are to be observing. When you do this process of contemplation, when you're in this threshold season of your life and you feel like you can't move forward in any way, shape, or form, you are going to stumble across new information. And this new information is not anything to necessarily be acted on, but information to be embodied, to be mastered from the inside out. And it's so funny because I said that there's no more work to do, and that's because there's not. There's only observation to be had, things to fully embody, which should be effortless because you have already done the work. All right, I hope that this message was really, really, really encouraging for people out there. I know that God's people right now are going through massive transitions in life. I know that many of us have lost our life so we could surely find it. And taking this psychological approach to what Jesus says, losing your life for his sake so you can surely find it. I know that a lot of us need help in doing that. And that's why I have this page. So with the degree I have in psychology, with all the books that I've read, with my martial arts practice, I can easily and psychologically, convey these deeply, deeply spiritual, concepts to you guys because the world needs more people like you. The world needs more people like you with the agenda of the elites per se and everything that's going on this planet. There's truly too much that happens under the sun, especially right now. We're going to need people like you to step up, to be a lighthouse per se, okay, to be a light worker, a grid worker per se. You are holding down your current geographical location with good energy, with truth, and not just some light and love. This process is not light and love. This is not a performance. Losing your life so you can surely find it. There's nothing, absolutely nothing glamorous about it. It's equal light and darkness. And that's why I'm here to say these things to you. So you know that you are not alone in this process. Anyways, guys, be blessed.